Hi, this is Joe and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program, where our next mission was to rendezvous and dock 2 vessels on or around Minmus, to my dismay, because I wanted to go to Duna with you. So I did this off screen. This took me exactly an hour, including building and sending both here. This is a new relay satellite with 2 relay dishes, which is being set together here in Minmus orbit. We'll start by trying to align the solar panels, and by aligning I mean 90-degree angle, and both of them are actually quite on target, are locked to target because I used my new remote guidance units which can lock to target, which makes this really easy. We just are docking them together like this. I'm gonna save a bit before so that I can still brake. 0.5 is way too much for my taste, but this should actually be okay. Because if I miss them slightly, both of our satellites are locked to target with the SAS. Actually, this one is, the other one wasn't. This one wasn't, the other one is. Is it though? Yeah, that probably lines up. It's still pointing at us, although we did miss it by like a few inches. Wrong direction, more like this, more like this, more like this, more like this. Yeah, the SAS is way too strong for this. Give this a bit more speed so that we can actually be done with this, please. Just a bit. Okay. They're wobbling around. No idea what this T-Sync is about again. Oh, wrong direction. Wrong direction. 0.4 meters per second. They will be slightly missing each other. And I'll see how good the SAS target lock stuff works. Yeah, you see both of them turning around. Actually try to brake a bit. They're actually turning around, wanting to go to each other, which is exactly what I wanted. And here we have it. The slightly misaligned Minmus relay Mark II with 2 of these antennas and 2 of these antennas and probe cores and stuff, and enough monopropellant left. I used 1.2 out of my 20 because I needed, because of the big solar array, I needed to make my rocket longer, so I just fit a service bay in here and made the smallest possible RCS tank I fit in there. So that worked perfectly. Yeah, we have that, we have that, we have that, we have that. Yeah, we have explored Minmus. Great, can we finally continue with the game, please? Why do I have to show you that I can do? Let me land on an atmospheric planet, please. And make it be Duna and not Eve. I'll also be fine with Dras, or one of the Jewel Moons. Or Moho. Or Elo. Just don't give me Eve. We'll see. Once it's properly loaded in, of course. We'll see what the... Gilly. Plant a flag on Gilly and rendezvous 2 vessels in orbit of Gilly? What's that for a stupid mission? Plant a flag on Eve. Extract ore from Ike and deliver it to Duna. So we are now at the point where I say, you're fucking kidding me. I have been to Gilly. Why do you want to do... Should have done an Apollo style mission, then these missions don't show up. Plant a flag on Gilly. Yeah, forgot that. Don't want to do a Gilly mission again. I did that already. Exactly that. Minus the rendezvous. Rendezvous 2 vessels. Does an Apollo type mission count for that or not? I don't know. The last time I tried that, it didn't work, so we'll have to take that one, of course. Plant a flag on Eve. We have 20 years. I'm not taking that mission. Yeah, we can take science data from space. That's what we always can do. We have our satellites there for that. Okay, so this is now make your own missions time, because we have 3 million funds and enough science for everything, so we don't need to listen to the record keeping society anymore. I just took like these 2 things to get me a nice 40,000 and 50,000 bonus for nothing. But actually what we're going to do is I'm devising a Duna-mission next. So let's start with that now. Okay, I did repurpose the EVA Mk1 to go to Duna. And what we're doing here is actually I just added an extra atomic rocket motor because data V is at the wrong thing. Because at Duna it has now a thrust weight ratio of 1.9 and 1.5 if the large holding tank is full. Yeah, so we should be able to lift with that. I will double check that now with our other one. Change the body to Duna 1.9 thrust weight ratio, so they're using the same one. Okay, so because thrust weight ratio felt completely off on Eve's moon. Don't need that actually. So apart from that, we're doing the same thing. We're just going to Duna, and for funds I will go ahead and do some biome specific things with the EVA around Duna, and also I think I'll place one gravity sensor. Oh, we also need a proper surface scanning module. You can scan surfaces, but you're the wrong one. It's you. You're fucking big. And you will make trouble during an aero break. But this is the one that I want to use, the survey scanner, so I can scan for ore before landing. Is there a possibility to land on a place that has 0 ore? I don't know. So I actually don't need the I'll place the survey scanner right here. This is catastrophic for my aerodynamics. I hope that it doesn't break off if I'm aero braking. I'm planning on aero braking. I know that I can't. What? Okay, compact is the one that I want to go with. Deploy scanner, how does it look? Okay, it looks like that if it's deployed, which is not clipping into other stuff. Good, retract it. I will scan for ore now before landing. Okay, that's all the things we changed. We're taking the OG crew with us to bring them up to 5 stars, and we'll actually have to do some science experiments because that's our only way to get funds now, as the Kerbal Records Keeping Society screwed us over and wants to send us to Gilly again. So otherwise everything stayed the same. I thought about exchanging the wolfhound, but that didn't work. And that didn't. So the poodle is even weaker. So the wolfhound is like the weak part of this. But I practiced my gravitation turns with the Minmus missions that I did. Because the game demanded them of me, so I assume I'm better at them now. Whatever, let's launch this. Don't forget, that's a message to me, don't forget to pull in the solar panel and radiator panel before doing the aero brake at Duna. Because I want to show you like an interplanetary aero brake there. And I think I'll go down to like 20,000 meters, which should be possible without to aero brake there without a heat shield. Otherwise we'll have to... Ooh, you are fucking wobbling around, my friend. Okay. We have 1.76, so we should start on almost on full. Okay, let's do this. You get a fast forward of the ascent. Okay, and we are in our parking orbit of 90 times 91 times 91 in a 0-degree inclination around Kerbal. We don't need the moon as a target anymore. That I only take that because it's perfectly equatorial. We want to go to Duna. So Kerbal from change it to Duna from a 91 kilometer orbit, no insertion burn needed. You did want to do something over there, yeah? Just plot it. Okay, this is where I need 1,000, this is where I need 5,000. I assume we'll wait. Yes, so here's everywhere, here's alright. 1,000. We can also play around with it and use like 20 delta V more to have a way shorter flight. So that's what we'll actually do. And okay, so that's on year 5, day 365. We are in year 4, day 74. So actually need to wait until then. So I'm skipping us forward to around day 350 so that we can recalculate this, because it sometimes doesn't work that way. That it works just fine. Year 5, day 350. Is it that what it said? I already forgot. Kerbal to Duna, flooded. Departure on day 365, yeah, okay. Okay, we're now on day 353. We'll reset this, flood this again to Duna. We can already start. So we can start down here, show our ejection angle, which is 132 degrees to prograde. You window are in the way, my friend. So here, and maneuver here, and we'll fill in the informations, which are, my friend, let me do it. 61.8 and 11 01.4. Which is 1103 meters per second, and we'll have to start our burn in 28 minutes, and we'll have to burn for 32 minutes with the Wolfhound. We can do all of that with the Wolfhound engine again. Okay. So I assume this works. Are we good on the ejection angle? Yeah. Okay. It cannot show many SOI changes at once, so we'll only see. Yeah, okay, we have like a double hit over here. One of those will be the right one. We'll see it only once we left the atmosphere. I want to know how this works. Perform orbital survey resource. Or 4% average. Do we get like an orbital survey of Kerbal? We're not here. We need to be closer so that it works, I think. I think we can't do it with Kerbal, which is the problem. Toggle overlay. Retract the scanner. I have no idea how it works. We'll try it on Ike, because we can't scan for stuff on Duna before landing, because we'll be aero braking there, and it could well be that our first descent is our only descent. I'll definitely try to fire off my parachutes on the first descent. 20,000 is what I'm aiming for. I hope that's close enough. Maybe we'll need to go even lower, like 18,000, 15,000. Oh, I'm afraid. Okay, I'll fast forward to the burn now. I will have to use the map fast forward. Because that's the one with the 3-minute margin, and the other one has only a 1-minute margin, which is not enough at this point. So we'll fast forward once we found the maneuver marker. We'll fast forward a bit. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, burn. I'm showing you a fast forward of this burn. I mean, you don't really need to see the burn, so I'm going away from the map. I'm seeing you again when the burn is completed. I'm doing the burn blind again, so that we'll see together whether it worked or not. Okay, this is the moment of truth. We leave Kerbal, and we'll have a higher apoapsis, and we'll be on almost the course that we set for us. Set Duna as target. We have a close approach of... Okay, we're missing it. We're slightly missing it. We'll actually need to brake on the descending node. We have a descending node of 0, which is great. We actually managed to eject... it has the same plane. Okay. Of course, we have a node of 0. Good. So, I want to fast forward until we are out of Kerbal's atmosphere, Kerbal's SOI, because encounters with Duna won't be shown until then. So we'll actually just fast forward here. Say goodbye to Kerbal once more. Goodbye, Kerbal. And leave that place. So now, okay, we have a closest approach over there. So we'll need to tweak our ascent. I'll use the descending node for that. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, burn. We want our periapsis to be on the other side. Thank you. Almost. We overdid it a bit. So let's go prograde. God, is it slow turning around on this? We need to get rid of this Wolfhound engine. I mean, we can use it to brake after the aero... to brake in addition to the aero brake. Let's try to go towards... why is the maneuver swinging around like crazy? No, we can't do it like this. So we have a periapsis of 336. We want to do like an anti-normal burn. Will last like a smidge of a second. So let's thrust limit to 2. Opa! And that came back again. So let's see if this is the right direction. Yeah. We want to brake back into our equatorial orbit. Yes. And now either pro or retrograde. We did brake to get this close, I think. So we actually were there and then we did brake towards that direction. So we will have to accelerate. Yeah. I'm setting up a narrow brake now. Kilometers. 17.5. Okay, that's the most I trust myself in. Also, keep in mind that I'm aerobraking with this monstrum, with this monstrosity. So with the survey scanner sticking out one side and stuff. So this is where I quick save, and I know that I just need to brake for just a very short time to brake in retrograde way for a very short time to get my periapsis to a place again where I can do a normal landing on Duna. But I want to try the aero brake. So, when do we have the SOI change? There. At the SOI change, this can change again because sometimes it's a bit wonky with projecting where we and Ike and Duna are, and it's becoming better when we actually are there and not around the sun. We're losing our signal strength. We'll do the survey, the scientific survey of this once we're way down. Okay, so can you tell me why I don't have... Oh, Moho is on the other side. We should still get a better relay signal than direct signal. But okay. Comnet path. Vessel links network. First hop path. Okay. Direct connection to Space Center. Doesn't it say? Yeah, to the crater rim. Everything's alright. So we are actually doing our aero brake. And the periapsis didn't change. We'll go retrograde to surface before entering low orbit. Low orbit, if I'm not completely mistaken, atmospheric height should be 50,000. Yes, And the atmospheric pressure is only 7% of that of Kerbal. So that's why I'm doing this strong aerobatic maneuver. Okay, so let's see how it goes. So we can still change the course, but it will cost us more now. Let's F5 here. And let's warp here. Okay, we warped to a height of 60,000, so that was okay. Toward first milestones, initiated first flyby of Duna, 44,000. And we are retracting our stuff because we're closing in on the atmosphere. We are flying high above Duna now. And we're taking a crew report now. Because we'll be taking another crew report later. Transmit data. Okay, worked. Retract that antenna. Don't want to lose it now. Yeah, we're getting the first things. So, what I'm afraid of is the gigantosolar arrays, the radiator panels, and the survey scanner. We'll exit the atmosphere in 3 minutes. So we're closing in on our periapsis. We're actually moving the Duna escape vector now. Oh, this is not good. Looking good. Can we try to roll? Yeah. That's helping. Don't know why it gathered the first scientific data from Duna. It's weird that it's actually helping to move around. I'm not seeing any thermal warnings. Surface speed is really slowed down. We're not in ascent again yet. We still have an escape orbit. We need to look here so that we can compare these numbers. We're 600 meters above periapsis. We may need to aerobrake twice because we're already almost ascending. But the aerobrake that we performed did give us, I think it's just taking our escape trajectory away. Look at that, we only have a surface speed of 1300. I could now Y that down by another 90, and we just lost our escape orbit. So we're in the weird orbit cam. Will we lose our... We're ascending actually. I'll try to break us down with the Wolfhound engine, which has a low ISP in vacuum. I'm stupid. This has basically no thrust to weight ratio. Okay, so we're ascending again. Do we want that? I have no idea. I quick saved. Go normal. Press X. Whee! You're flying past it. Okay, we get aerodynamic stuff now. Go retrograde, my friend. We're getting atmospheric pressure now, so we're turning around in a way where we are best suited. Okay, and whoop, like this, and we're pointing backwards again. we can't stage now because we're having trouble keeping here, but we're leaving it. We're leaving it. We're not going down. We'll need to do a correction burn because I don't want a 12,000 arrow break for a second arrow break. Did we lose the survey scanner? No, worked fine. Okay. Okay, I'll see you on the second runabout. These lowlands would actually be quite a nice place to land in. And I hope that I'm not landing in like some weird crater over there. But we'll see how much we're breaking. I mean 920, I can just break them. I can just break them right now. Then we would land here, which is lowland, and this lowland will come more into the sun over time. Okay, I'll break it. I'll break it down. No, then we're gonna be coming in more strongly and would get more atmospheric pressure in our stuff. I want to come down in the lowlands here. Midlands, Western Canyon, Highlands. Those are Highlands, okay. We'll break until the Highlands become Midlands. Midlands is okay, would be okay. I actually want to come down in these lowlands here that I'm flying over, but I think we're just at the border. Yeah. Okay, our surface speed is that low that I don't think we'll get an arrow braking effect. A strong one. And a burn. And a re-entry particle effect. Let's just break down. To somewhere below 500. I think I'll have to land here like I'm landing on the moon. This basically has no atmosphere. So I'm braking to 200 per second relative surface speed. And then I'm doing my final descent. Are we getting Mach effects? Or is this the engine particle effect? Okay, that's the engine particle effect. I'm not used to seeing that. Okay, we can fire the parachutes. Hey, it did say that we can fire the parachutes. It did say that we can fire the parachutes. Why are you not going off? Yeah, minimal pressure had to be redone. It's 0.04 at normal. Okay. So we're using them to help us brake here, so we don't have to brake all of that on our own. And at 1000 meters, above the ground, they will go off. We're preparing for for landing. Please do a good full deploy. It will help us brake. Oh god, we did brake too late. We did brake too late. We did brake too late. We performed a suicide burn on accident. We performed a suicide burn on accident, and this is where we are now, stable on Duna, seeing the thin Duna atmosphere around here, getting our crew report to send over. Can't. Let's keep that. We'll have Jebediah be the first person to walk on the moon, on the surface of the moon. He will go now. He will take a surface sample, do an EVA report, take the data and store the experiments. And now we'll see whether... Okay. Now we'll see whether the jetpack works. I don't know. Jebediah? Be our friend and tell us that the jetpack works. Can you climb out on top of that? Okay. Jetpack? Yeah, it works. It's not the best. But it works. We will plant a flag on Duna. First ghillie landing. Wait, why was this still lying here? Yeah. And that's the problem. Okay, so now we need to re-enter that RCS and go up. Don't let go of the shift button, because he will fall. Let's try to land on top of the rocket. Yeah, this is the problem with the fucking physics in this game. I have no idea why it works that way. Once you touch a part of the rocket, you go careening off like... Let's move around Duna like we're supposed to. I mean, we can get a rock here. I know that Duna should have Duna rocks as surface samples. Did someone place a solar panel under the... Okay, I'll break this. Oh god, no! I clicked out of the game again. Fuck you. Which game does that? That you can go out of it with your mouse. Oh god. Almost. Grab. And board. We placed the flag. We can activate our SAS again. Okay. So now let's hope that we took a place with the right amount of ore here. Deploy the drill. Thermal efficiency not available. Surface harvester not active. Activate. Okay, this is a worse place than on Gilly. On Gilly we're at 0.21. The maximum rate is 0.5, so okay. So it's not too bad, and will produce more liquid fuel. Don't worry, we'll repack the chutes for our landing at Kerbal once we lift off, once we're in space again. World first milestones. We have landed on the surface of Duna, we've walked on the surface of Duna, and we have planted a flag on Duna. Whew. Okay, so off screen I'll be sitting here until both liquid fuel tanks are full again. And then we're gonna lift off, fly over to Ike and land on Ike. So that's the thing that we're going to do in the next episode. Have a nice day. See you tomorrow.